Today, we're going to focus in on the Hupar DT03CG green self-leveling laser level. Let's go. So when you receive this from the distributor, you'll get the hard case, you'll get the 6LR receiver. It has an adapter for AA batteries. Put 4 AA's, which are included, that you can put in the machine. Say if your lithium-ion battery goes dead on you while you're working, you'll get the charger for the lithium-ion battery included. You get actually that's the adapter to go to the lithium-ion battery. This is the charge cable. This plugs straight into the machine as well, and you can use it to power the machine instead of your battery or the batteries if you would rather go that way with it. You get the pole adapter for the laser receiver. You'll receive a target. It's got a couple little metal inserts in it here to stick it to something to read off of. I received another target, a red target with 2 greens. I think this is to check square. Just set it down to make sure that you're square. Didn't have a whole lot of information about that. You do get the small, short tripod. This is for a lot of guys doing tile and stuff. It does have a spirit level on it right there to assist you. The only thing about the DT03 that is different than the rest of them, the Hupar levels, is it's only a 5/8 insert on the bottom. It does not have a 1/4-20 insert. So if you guys are looking to use this with a regular tripod, you cannot use it with a 1/4-20 insert. You must use a 5/8. 5/8/11 is the thread type on this to adapt it to your tripod. That's one thing that I didn't know when I ordered this kit, and something I had to do was buy a 5/8 bolt, drill a number 7 hole in it, and tap it with a 1/4-20 tab to adapt for my tripod. Hupar DT03CG is a self-leveling 360 x 3 green laser level. When you power the unit on, you'll see this light starts flashing. When the light's flashing, it is in self-leveling mode. It is attempting to self-level. As long as the unit itself is within 3.5 degrees, the light will turn steady. As you can see, it is level. As long as you're within 3.5 degrees of this, of being, truly square, it will self-level. If you're out of 3.5 degrees, say tilted, one way or the other, it will start flashing again. And as long as it's flashing, it's attempting to self-level. If it can't self-level, see the light flashing on the receiver over there, that's telling you the laser is out of level. It locks at whatever degree you have the machine set and stays there. Notice it moving on the laser, over here on the laser level, and it will quit flashing in a second and be back to square. There we go, set back to square now. Same thing with your vertical lines. When you activate them, the light will start flashing again, and if you are within 3.5 degrees of square, everything will square up on its own. This is self-leveling mode, max brightness. If you once press this button, it turns pulse mode on. The light gets just a little bit dimmer to activate for the laser receiver, which will read out to 200 feet with this application. It's not the most professional level available by Hupar, say to be used as a transit, but at 200 feet it's really nice to have with the slope function for guys that set in drainage or working on septic systems. You single press that again, you go back into the full brightness mode. As I just mentioned, I bought a 5/8 by 2 bolt, 2 inches long, cut an inch of it off. I threaded it for a 1/4 20 insert to where it would fit my tripod. Then you simply screw your your mini tripod onto this. And attach your laser here. That way you've got your spirit level to level, unless you're wanting to, set it for a certain degree and keep it there. You want it to auto level for you on its own. You do it this way. And guys, another thing that I didn't know when I got this that I had questions about, and I'll go ahead and show everyone now so that you're not wondering whenever you receive this and you don't know how to attach it to this. This is a quick release threaded insert. This is your insert that goes in your laser. The top pin here, when you loosen this comes out, and that threads into the bottom. Notice the pin hole. You have to align it with your spirit level. When it sets down on there in the hole, it locks in place. Then you just retighten your top, and then you're set. This is a micro adjustment to spin it. It's pretty nice. And this actually moves it on the base itself. You can actually slide it around to get different, turn your laser as your own. Once you set your level, spirit level, then you can adjust everything with these two. Pretty nice. Okay, as I'm sure most of you are here for to learn about is the slope function. And I'll show you how to activate that. You turn the laser on, let it self-level, and the slope function works in pulse mode. So when you activate slope function, it automatically goes into slope mode. And the way to activate it is by holding this in for about 5 seconds. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. When you see the green light flashing rapidly and the laser intermittently blinking, you're in slope mode. And you can activate vertical and horizontal with this, but you must do it first. If you're wanting to do the vertical lines as well, you must activate them before you enter the adjustment mode. Now, if you hold the horizontal, you can see the laser climbing on the box. When it reaches its max of 3.5 degrees, it will blink rapidly. Your actual laser will blink rapidly. That's max, 3.5 degrees. The plane is sitting up in the front, down in the back. You're at an upward slope. Holding V in reverses. The front goes down, the back comes up. When it reaches a max of 3.5 degrees from level, it will actually start blinking rapidly again, your laser will. That's your max 3.5 degrees. Now we are down in the front and up in the back. If you want to change your axes this way, hold slope function in again shortly. This starts blinking slowly. That activates it this way. And for me to show you guys, it would be better to go back. You can switch back and forth between this. You see you got rapid, slow, rapid, and since it's maxed out, I'll go back up to just get on the line here on the case so you can see what I'm talking about the best. Right there we've got You know, we're really close to the level right there, but notice the rapid blinking. I'll change it again into slow blink. Now you can change your pitch with your H and V. And with the same thing, when you get to max, it will blink rapidly. There's your rapid blink. Now, you got to remember, this slope being set this way and this way, if you max it out this way and then this way, you know, your lowest corner is your right front quadrant. Your highest corner is your back left quadrant. This is your X, Y. It shows you here which way you're going. So, you know, you pull this back down, you can go the opposite way. You can see it going on the case there. Back to level right there. Now we're exceeding down in the front left quadrant, up in the front right, and that's max again. And to exit this mode, exit slope mode, you actually just hold the slope, the pulse button in again. It goes off, the level automatically goes back into self-leveling mode. It will get everything level again, turn solid. Now everything's back to level. But this is what I really want to show you guys. The book says this doesn't work, but I found that it does. When you activate your vertical lines, your side lasers, not your horizontal laser, and you enter slope function, you can actually watch this line will actually spin in tandem with your horizontal line now. I'm sorry, this line is actually protruding away. See how it's moving away when it hits max? There we go. See how far away the line has came from here? When I hold the V in, you'll notice it comes back with it. That's one of your vertical lines. There's max. Okay, we'll go back just beyond a little bit where it's out of max range, so it's not blinking. And when we change over again to the slow wrap, you know, the slow blinking, now watch your, see, it's actually twisting as well. So it's a really good thing, and it does work with both lasers. You know, it automatically, it rolls all lasers when you do this. So that's good to note. The manual says that it does not, but I found that it does. So when you're setting this, if you're level and you're needing to be, you know, on a slope, you can actually do that with this. And like I said, to exit this, hold the pulse button in for 5 seconds. Everything goes away, it'll go back into self-leveling. All lasers will re-self-level, and then the light will stay solid. Power, you heard the beep. When you activate your laser, and at 200 feet in bright daylight, I can tell you now I had trouble with this reading, but it's supposed to be 200 feet, and in bright daylight, I think you'll get a little over 150. The way this works, it has a mount for you as well, but when you get here, you'll see it's pretty simple. Oh, you have to activate. Don't forget, guys, to use this with this, you must be in pulse mode. Pressing that one time puts you in pulse mode. And you'll hear it start beeping whenever you, that's how that works. And like I was telling you a second ago, the back one does not read. Oh, I'm sorry, it does read. So you can turn it either way. The side window as well. Okay, the side window only lights up if you're reading. You can see here, I'll turn it to where you can see the side window here. Maybe. Okay, so the side window is just an indicator for the front and back. And this will read your vertical lines. If you activate your vertical lines and you're reading sideways, you put your level to the top naturally so you can see it. And you can turn the annoying beep off just by pressing the button and use the lights. And that's how the LR6 adapter works. It's fairly more offering than the LR5 that comes with the other smaller kits, the 603 CG and those. But this is a very nice addition if you're trying to set slope and do, drain functions and stuff like that as well. It kind of doubles as a transient that's included with it. It has a spirit level on top as well, so you can make sure you're level with this when you're doing your marks. This is your line here. It's got indentions, for putting marks on, say, a building or drywall or tile or whatever you're working. And if you have a telescoping numbered pole, doing slope and stuff, will make a big difference when you're trying to do those things. And guys, that's the UPAR DT03 laser level with slope function. I hope you all enjoyed this. Hope you all learned how to use this during this. The hard case that comes with this is a really nice case. It's set up very well, and it seems like it's going to be sturdy enough for protecting this pretty well. I hope that no damage comes with it. It seems like it's going to protect everything well. You're able to put everything in here. One thing I did notice, when you're putting your tripod back in, these adjustment screws must face to where one of the pins is. It will not close if you have these to the side or another way inside the case. You must have it facing forward. Everything fits in here really nice and snug. There's no play, and there's room for your user manuals. I know a lot of guys don't carry them with them. I don't normally, but one thing I do like to carry with me is a microfiber cloth, because wiping these lenses down, after just a little bit of use, your lines will get really blurry. And if you have one of these in your case with you, you can always rub those down and get a very clear, precise line, every time. That's something that I highly recommend you put in your case with it. Hope everybody enjoyed this review and see maybe this will make a difference on if this is what you need or not from UPAR. Thanks, guys.